It was another day at Inkblu's Pizzapolis.
Honey, just listen to me for a minute. I know you're humbly disappointed about the victims who kept outsmarting the robots by fooling them on purpose, which is why they've been doing a lot of shenanigans too much recently. They're nothing but incompetent new security guards that we hired those people with less money on their bank account in the first place.
Indeed they are, Willie. They're just being ignorant as pigs, being less dopey as they are. And I can't believe they didn't die yet on the first night, second night, and third night. We only got 2 more chances of letting the new robots and the old robots try to kill the lousy victims before their night shift is permanently done this week. And follow up if I may, how did they even survive without cowering from the robots during midnight?
But Cassie's getting mad but she was screaming just like a adult woman. And so that Wilbur just stopped Cassie screaming.
Oh, sorry, Willie. Did I suddenly burst out for a minute?
Evidently you did, honey. I think you need a timeout before we start making another scheme, Cassie.
Fine, but only for 20 minutes, Wilbur.
20 minutes later.
Alright then, I am now perfectly calm. Sorry that I angrily threw a temper tantrum over our 3 schemes being outsmarted by those lousy dopey victims. But this time for today, we're not gonna let them survive from our second company anymore.
Hey, I'll be polite as a civilized older adult if you take it back. And also, I'm avenging him.
Gentlemen, please, we're not gonna start another argument again. The minute has passed. But anyway, the night guards have 2 more night shifts to complete before they earn some huge money for their reward.
But Cassie, my dear, are you trying to give them away with huge cash? Didn't you realize they're not afraid of robots anymore? They're just defending themselves. They don't deserve any money, Cassie. And also, how on earth that we're gonna stop them before they contact the police eventually?
Calm down, silly Willie. Don't be fretting about the police today, hubby. We're just gonna have to wait while they're working on the 4th shift at night. But once they finish night 4, we're gonna give them some bonus for their reputation of gratitude differently.
Meanwhile, at the house.
Ah, is it that marvelously hilarious guy? That wizard agent told me guy was eminently and wrathfully upset because we're not actually in that office. Luckily his wizard friends are not upset too, because we told them that the night guards, also known as us, have been ghosted. But hypothetically we fool them just like we fool the other robots in the first place, right?
Special delivery, but we didn't order anything for today.
Are you sure about that?
But they got surprised that because
You brought those safety head masks from the supply closet. What are they doing in your pocket, Amangi?
they just got the masks from the supply closet.
Wow, Mommy, that's a great idea for our operation. I love it.
Wow, splendidly impressive among me. That should be our brand new operation of safekeeping. Well yet, do you think Mr. and Mrs. Armstrong will find out that you stole the head masks from them? It's part of their company, you know.
But
Don't you say a word.
they heard a knocking, but among Loudbox opened the door and but there was a box in the front door.
Who put this here?
So that he grabbed it and bring it to the house. But they're going to have a chat with those
Good
papers.
gracious among me, what is all this? Did you just order those newspaper reports? Is that a reason why your money was in lower cash in the first place after I checked our bank account?
Clearly, but why are the cops investigating Inkblu's pizza pot list? Is it because of Mr. and Mrs. Antoine? They didn't do anything wrong. They're innocent. Yeah, except the robots, because they were trying to kill us so violently whenever we came back there during midnight. I'm starting to think it was the hackers' fault. They should have framed the Antrons before the police caught them for stupidity over this psycho habit that they didn't commit the first time ever since we met them 3 days ago.
But Hyperloudbox grabbed the paper.
I surprised that it wasn't the same two random letters after we saw you on the bulletin board after we entered the office twice since night 2 and night 3, but I read it then. Glad you got our present. We had to write the note in the present this time because we worry that the Introns are starting to get suspicious of your survival. You see, the Introns lied about paying you because they knew you were related to your cephalopod clones and thought it would be perfect to get their revenge by killing you and using your souls for their robot projects. In fact, they've lied and killed many innocent people for the past years, and it will continue, even if you surpass the week unharmed. These newspapers aren't enough to expose the Introns, so we'll need you to find evidence within the restaurant and immediately drive to the police. This will be our last time writing to you, so we wish you the best of luck. Sincerely, your closest allies.
But he is. When we get mad and he was screaming. But he's having a breather. That means that he's taking a break. And so that he calmed down.
Fellas, you didn't realize what I said, right?
Yeah.
Of course you do, and I can't believe Mr. and Mrs. Antoine tricked us the entire time. What I mean is, it wasn't the hackers who managed to frame the Introns for replacing the friendly mode to kill mode on those robots to kill many people just like they were trying to kill us the first time this week. It was Mr. and Mrs. Antron. They're the real murderers who activate their robots to kill mode to kill many victims whenever they get hired by them. Just like we got hired by them ever, since we didn't have enough money for dating until something eerily happened to us the first time at midnight. That makes us like fools, and that makes them like fibbers. If they want to protect their company, the one we work there is so innocuously sensitive, then I guess we will take that revolting, dreadful, gruesome business down until we contact the police department. And fellas, yes I know, you want to permanently quit your job, since the Entrons and their creation committed murdering and fraud. But we can't. We gotta keep working before we contact the police to get involved, and then we'll get some huge money for ourselves after the Entrons get taken away and be in prison for a long time.
Yeah, do you have any idea how you and I were frightened the first time before things got a lot worse with the fear operation that they've been causing recently?
Exactly. They were trying to kill us all, man. But if we're dead and gone, my little siblings are gonna shed their tears while I'm not living on this planet anymore. Hopefully they'll avenge me in the future.
Not if we have to avenge those innocent dead people before 6 of us get torn apart by those eerie fraud bots next. But not this time. For this week, we're gonna be together as a group like teams, and then we'll show the police some real evidence how the Entrons and their creation killed many people since always. It's the right thing to do after our 4th shift is over. We're not gonna run and hide from those robots this time once we get back there at midnight. Do you want the 6 of us to get the huge money for ourselves after we solve their secret? Do you? That's what I thought you said, but be fearless, fellas. Because things are about to get very, very hard on night 4 once we get back there during midnight. Wish you good luck.
Meanwhile, at Inkblu's Pizzapolis in night 4.
Alright, my biggest squad. It's night 4 and the victims have not arrived yet. Well, they have not arrived yet. We're going to do one terminal plan before they arrive. This is going to be our one final last chance to kill those victims before our master and his soulmate will be proud of us at the end. The purpose of killing those victims is to stand behind that door while we're in the main lobby close to the entrance after they enter this building. Our terminal plan is going to be extremely easy, and their terminal plans are going to be powerless hard until we pounce them, get it?
Okay, fellas, those eerie robots are distracted during their discussion. We need to find the secret room, since the Entrons have killed many people in the years past. But we're not gonna be next to be killed and end up in body bags. My whole body is a computer part, and so is Eve. Although we're all gonna protect the innocent people from them and their eerie creation before this world will be suffered by them forever. Are you fellas still with me?
As a matter of fact, yes we are on there. It's time to face those revolting buckets of bolts to see who the real heroes are.
Indeed, there'll be no more running or hiding from them this time at midnight. We're gonna expose the Entrons until this company shuts down permanently once we show the cops the evidence at the end.
Exactly, my dearest clone. It's the last thing we do until we make the right thing to do eventually. Yet we gotta think more before we do this. Who's gonna find the secret room and who's gonna distract those robots while they're distracted by each other in their discussion?
But
Light bulb and exclamation point. Hyper me and toxic Hattie. Can your silent couple find the secret room while us distract the robots by using the head mask since among me stole it from this place? Also, can you fellas pretend to be dead while we're carrying you as a dead body? It's the easy way you know.
but
Thank you,
Marwell
guys.
Bugs had an
Now
idea.
we can do our final plan to survive this place and expose the Entrons.
So Appleby, when will he come back? It's already 12 a.m. and they haven't even arrived yet.
Don't worry, Inkblu. As soon as they enter this place, as quickly we pounce them before they start to resist.
Who's gonna start to resist?
And but he heard something. And what?
You group of clowns again. What are you doing here? I didn't invite you lousy bots to join this meeting. And furthermore, how did you even capture that orange fella and his yellow fella at the beginning before we captured them?
Oh, well, funny short story, my friend. When we were outside, we were in the bush to be a lookout, and all of a sudden those two arrived first, and then we knocked them out before they entered this building. The other victims, have not arrived yet, but we're sure they're gonna make it in time until we pounce them last. Okay.
And but
Okay, that was very understandable what you said, but never mind that. Just throw those dead bodies in the parts and service room until we catch the other victims eventually, okay?
Yes, sir.
But those animatronics thinks that they're suspicious, and but they open the parts and service door and they throw Hyper Lab blocks and Toxic Caddy to parts and service. And but Toxic Caddy just point that there is a secret door.
Jeez, what is taking them too long? It's 1 a.m. and they haven't even touched the doorknob to enter this building yet. We don't want to stand and wait here any longer.
Nonsense, don't be so tedious, my friend. Maybe they're just taking a long stroll on the sidewalk once they set their foot in this place. Sometimes or last time, I imagine.
Clearly, because right now Green and Akira are starting to get upset because their lovers have been ghosted since night 2. Yeah, I don't know why they disappeared in the first place, but something is not right about those freaky newcomers.
Yeah, their bodies look a lot the same as the night guards. Plus their heads are looking a lot like them Balloon Fresh Fish. But speaking about those freaky newcomers, where is Balloon Fresh Fish, by the way? He should be working with us right now.
I hope we won't screw this up big time before something really happens to us ultimately.
And so that they came to the secret room, and but there's another door. So that they open the door, and but it's just a secret room with full of ropes and tools, and but there's some of 2 doors that has company owners only. And but she saw something, and but she saw that there is a VHS player. And she pressed the play button.
September 18th, 2022. Today's victim was a little different this time. A little girl who's sobbing over her dead dog. Apparently, when playing one of the arcade machines, the pixel girl and dog reminded her of her memories when her dog was still alive. As admiring as it was to watch her cry over a stupid canine, I found it as a good opportunity. So I lied to the girl about her dog not really being dead, and that it was waiting in the parts and services room. And just like the rest, she willingly followed me, and I got to enjoy listening to her delightful screams as I stabbed her with my knife. Honestly, it was a good idea at Will Burr to make both the walls and doors soundproof so nobody would hear her. And she's now part of the collection, and who knows? Maybe her soul will become another worthy candidate for my robots, just like some of the others. End of tape.
And but they opened the door, and but there are some of a bunch of dead bodies everywhere. But they just pulled out the phones and took a picture of one of the dead bodies, and they're about to record the VHS player. And so that they stopped recording, the video was saved. And but they're leaving the secret room.
Alright guys, I think we're done here. Those robots are gonna spend the rest of this midnight passing out while we're still here in this place. But we're gonna quietly sneak into that office before they wake up. Let's move it.
And but they sneak right into the office, but they fell and but
Good gracious, that was a close one. For a moment there I thought we were screwed for suddenly.
they were still sleeping and but Shadow Inkblu and Shadow Green just grabbed one of the masks. And but they disappeared.
Fellas, I think I recognize your laughs. Plus 10 this midnight. Get any worse.
You were saying.
And but they heard something, but it's one of the animatronics and the Wyvern ones
We're
too.
dead.
You darn right you are. I can't believe what I'm seeing. You fools have been using those rip-off masks, and then you pretend to be one of us the whole time. That makes us blind. And you half-witted powerless clowns are actually here from the beginning after you came with us stupidity. You worthless security guards are the worst newest victims ever.
Worst victims ever. Are you trying to pull the blame at my authority system out of my head for suddenly? We were trying to survive this place until you eerie robots trying to kill us lately. Don't you robots never give up for once. Because right now we're fearless, and we're not afraid of you fraud bots anymore. We may be quitting on this job, but we're not gonna quit without our huge rage before we expose you on the introns once we contact the police. Your murderers have been killing many innocent people over the past years after we look at the old newspaper since some enemy saw a random package at his door that he did not receive in the first place. In spite of that, you're not gonna kill us next before we end up with those dead bodies as a collection of generations. The public people that were victims are scared, and the private people that were villains are scary. Just like you morons. When I was in public as a normal citizen, I really cared about people that I know to show my respect and gratitude for how friendly I am. If some people don't know what to do right, or get so confused, I will make sure that I do everything right to fix their problems until they are thankful to be grateful. And you too, Inkira and Briank.
What?
You remember when me and Eve that we checked the main lobby ever, since you two, especially Inkblu, are not on the stage during the first night.
Yeah, what about it? Also, don't you remember when they were trying to kiss you too before you ran back to that office for once?
Well, about that.
But they grabbed
What's
their
the
hands.
matter? You didn't know that she and I have been together since the
grabbed
first night
Eve's
of the
hand.
job before you simpers trying to separate us.
What he means is, we've been together as a couple for a very long time. You should know better when people are together forever until the simpers decide to take over their relationship permanently. And also though, we have something to say with you perverts.
Your hearts are nothing compared to us doing the six-page proposal of yours.
Get down on!
As Smarter Loblox grabbed Eve's hand, and but three toy animatronics charged them, and but Smarter Loblox and Eve just fighted them, and but Mario, Wallbox, and me just fight one of the two one of those three animatronics. And but they got destroyed.
Wow, you two. That was amazing fighting skills what you got there. How did you learn that?
It's easy, Georgia. We learn it from the janitor also known as Nicolas Cage who beat up Wooly and his friends since Liam Eve. Watch that movie. However, Nicolas Cage is the best fighter ever.
Oh my gosh, they terminate our friends.
You monsters.
But Among Roblox just turned into an alien! Like a real alien!
Let's see how many times when I rip you apart.
Optimus, what should we do next since he's now big and tall?
I don't know, buddy, but I have one suggestion.
And but they're trying to run for their lives! That they're trying to get away from Among Roblox. And but
Oh, Hyper Me and Toxicati, you two luckily came back just in time. Did you two find the dead bodies and some other stuff they had fraudulently from years past elsewhere? Wow, I guess our final plan works this time. Our final plan won and their final plan lost. I assume this fourth night of the job was a piece of junk but easy cakes.
Really, Monitor, there is not a time for joking with the punchline. We're still on the serious level, sweetie.
Oh right, sorry darling.
but
Guys, I'm not gonna terminate that abomination creature. He's too powerful to terminate us right now.
Clearly, but right now he's terminating our friends after that monitor guy and his other robot girl terminate our friends in the main hall.
Optimus, what should we do last since that abomination creature was distracted by terminating our friends so hard? The whole plan is on your buddy.
I don't know, buddy, but we better figure something out before he turns.
but Among Roblox just destroyed Wiver Inkblu and Wiver Inkara and Wiver Grink.
You know what, buddies? You two will terminate that abomination creature by your own. We're out of here.
And but so that Agent and Wiver Golden Inkblu just ran away.
They abandoned you too. Now it's just me and you scaredy robots. Any last words before I dismantle you brats?
Listen up, you tallest dark red beast. Me and the rest of my crew give up. We don't want to destroy you and your groups anymore because you fools have been ruining our every scheme whenever we try to get you victims eventually. We will let you heroes live if you let us live forever.
Yeah, please let us live forever, Buster.
Alright then, I guess I'll let you robots live forever.
Oh, really?
But
You really think that I'll let you killer robots live forever until the rest of the people, including their kids, honors trust your gratitude? No, I don't think so. You just wanna keep going until some other victims get harmed by you brats after the introns hire them before many innocent people to be history. Well, guess what, you brats? You'll be history too.
Mother of mercy.
Is this the end of Inkblu's Pizzapolis?
but they destroyed Wiver Octomeme and Renemy. Like that they cut the robot's heads off. And he just roared.
I hope you like the taste of denouement and the end results, you filthy buckets of bolts.
But he heard something but they were really happy.
Scales by using the fatality Buddha mummy.
But he blushed.
My gosh, that abomination creature terminated Optimin and his partner by slicing their heads off with his claw. I wish we'd never abandoned them from the beginning.
Nobody, don't be saying that you are concerned it's our fault for abandoning them. Let them do their best. They're just gonna quit this job permanently, get the huge money as a reward, and never come back here ever again for the rest of their life.
Good point, my friend. That's gonna be one condition for us. But luckily, they're not gonna realize that when they have been putting those 2 layers on that bulletin boards before they entered that office lately.
True, but at least we didn't get terminated by them this time.
You were saying.
But the two of them heard something.
What was
That must be
other
Wilbur
part you
and
said
Cassie.
with your ignorant sentence before we electrocute you two?
With tasers.
Did we say something necessary?
Well guys, it's 6 o'clock in the morning and our work here is successfully done. Now we just gotta quit this job permanently, get the huge cash from the introns, and then report them to the police so they will be in prison for a very long time.
Excuse us, ladies and gentlemen.
But they heard something that...
Sorry to disturb your celebration for a minute. You may not have noticed that we found those 2 robots sitting in the entrance after we came in to look over this place. Well, not this time. They were trying to kill us and then we electrocuted them with our stun gun.
And we didn't realize that you folks were still here since 6 a.m. in the morning before we arrived. But it doesn't matter. We saw you folks mangled some other robots, by the way. We assumed those hackers did this to them, right? What? Was it something that we said unnecessarily?
Unnecessarily, was it necessary that you good for nothing fibbers been killing many innocent people including their kids over the past years since you were lying in the past? What I mean is, you 2 murderers are behind all this the entire time after since the triple nights that happened recently. On the first night, Priyanka and Kira are harassing and flirting and then trying to kiss me and Eve in the first place. We know that you 2 activate those 2 robots including some other robots to kill mode trying to kill us all recently, but we secondly notice that you 2 have activated those 2 perverts to love mode and forced me and Eve to be their lovers forever. And lastly, your company is now history permanently, and you 2 fibbers are going to jail for a very long time right after you give us the money so the rest of us will have a wonderful time together during our special day. It's one condition for you 2, so give us the money right now before we turn you fibbers into the police until this place is out of business permanently.
Very well, Mr. Monitor Man. One condition is granted. We will give you folks some huge money, since you ladies and gentlemen are gonna expose us so aggressively. But before we give you some huge money, we got something new and special for you folks.
Something new and special. What exactly are you going to give us?
The new special reward is for you folks to take a big nap for a day.
What?
Good job, Shadow Blue and Shadow Green. Take those witnesses to the parts from service room, while me and Blue are replacing their own chip to the special chip for these robots we're holding.